Hello, it is Estelle Pink, otherwise known as Ashley. For some reason, my camera's being weird, but we're just gonna power through it. Sorry if there was just a cut there. I just really had to clear my throat and it's kind of disgusting. Oh, I want to say this I got from Plana Hannah. This custom sticker. Piper, no ma'am. So this is what I'm going to be using. I forgot to get my markers out. I'll do that in a second. These are the stickers I'm going to be using. This is Home Sweet Home Monthly Kit from Planning with Kay. I was a part of her subscription, her Patreon. I had to make budget cuts because I realized, pause for blowing nose. So I realized that I have not a lot of debt, but more than I'd like, and I want to really focus on paying that off. And a huge aspect of that is cutting out things that I don't necessarily need. Now, I was part of Aaron Floto's monthly sticker thing for years. I was a former affiliate of Aaron Floto, actually. So I have a bunch of monthly kits. I did a big buy of a bunch of monthly stuff. And then I joined not Aaron Floto's, Planning with Kay's, because I used to get one from Planning with Kay and one from Aaron Floto. Then I went for just Aaron Floto, and then she stopped making physical stickers. So now I go with Planning with Kay. This is a monthly kit that happens in her Patreon. So if you were just going to buy this isn't in her shop yet, but if you were going to buy this just in her shop, she would probably get this sheet and this sheet, maybe this one as an add-on, and then this one, like those three, and then maybe this one as an add-on. These extra, so these extra ones that come because they are with her Patreon. This might actually be part of the original one too. It's a different format. She formatted it differently. But it has all of the dates for the most part. And this is like the freebie that only comes with her Patreon. I love the calendar layout. I hate that it's Monday to Sunday. I prefer Saturday to Sunday, so I'll have to figure around with that. But this has a lot of this has a lot of shit with it. I really like it. I say that because I find where she only has, like, where I'm used to planning fully with Aaron Floto's big bullet journal kits, which she has like one, Aaron Floto has like one sticker sheet that's different in her, what's it called? In her like Patreon monthly versus, well, at least she used to, Patreon monthly versus in her shop. So I was used to Aaron Floto's style, but I find moving with Planning with Kay, I tend to have to use 2 sticker kits. So I do have, the one that I feel like would go with this is her lavender and honey one, but I don't want to use that this month. So I might pull that in, but I don't know. This is Coffee Monsters Co. This is her mini monthly tabs that I think are supposed to go with, like her Hobonichi, but I like this. I have, I use these dates, obviously, and then there is a daily, monthly, yearly, and or whatever. Like there was other ones, and I just kind of whited it out and used it for myself for this kit. I mean this journal, and I have plans on what I'm gonna do for the next 6 months. This is supposed to be, I think, this is just like a calendar kit. This is actually one page of Planning with Kay's calendar kit first back to school. It has 1, 2, 3, 4 days, individual days. So it has like 1 through 30, 4 of them. It had a couple of these different labels. It has a couple Monday to Sundays, and it has 4 calendars. I like to use the calendars. Occasionally I'll use these, but a kit usually comes with it. I'm just trying to use it up. I use one of these a month, these large calendars. I find it's the perfect size. I found a style that really works for me. It is making my bullet journal a little bit more planner style, but I really like it. That way, task lists, I use one of these a week. This is goals and notes. I use one of these a week, so I can write it in, but while I have it, I'll buy it. This is also from Planning with Kay. This is monthly headers. I have a couple different versions of that I'll use because it's month of May, and I notice I have May left. This, if you used to follow my bullet journal channel for the last couple of years, this might look really familiar to you because I bought 2 sheets of this sheet in like 2022. And I have this from Erin Floto, and I noticed that I have 3 Mays on here, so I'm going to use this. But this sheet is hit or miss. It's older stickers, so sometimes they work, sometimes they don't, but I have that. I also, off to the side, have these are zebra mild liners that are through MakseLife, because MakseLife noticed that people were using their zebra mild liners, so they with their stuff, so they sat down with MakseLife to make their own custom ones. And then these are also dot markers from MakseLife. And then I have Tombos that I'm going to pull in. I didn't pick those colors yet. I always, literally what I'll do is I will pick based on this, like the colors I see in that. And I always try to have at least one darker color and one pastel color. When it comes to pens, this one is from the Y, but I like it because it's pink. Like, it literally writes pink. These are just ballpoint pens that have my dad's logo on them. He got a handful of these. Every so often he'll get random shit. And these pens are something that I really like. These pens are something that, like, my brother also likes. Of all the random, like, when you own your own business, you'll know that like occasionally you'll just get stuff with your logo on it, or like you get an offer of it. So you'll have stuff and people will like tell you if they think the quality's good, if you think you should bring it back. Because you'll get some stuff for like your family to use, and then you'll decide, is this something I should get a big order and give it to customers or something? And this is something that when we ordered, everybody says how much they love these pens. I don't know what style or whatever, but I usually hate ballpoint pens, but I'm in love with these. And this one is ball point as well. It's Frickzone Pilot clicker, but this is an actual like erasable pen. I've used this. I got this from some kind of teacher PD event, and I am in love with this because it doesn't matter what paper I use it on. It's actually erasable. I'm going to find these and buy a bunch of them because I am in love with them. So I'm going to do that. I have everything set up. I am not the biggest Smosh fan, but I've been liking like the sit down videos that Ian and Anthony do, because I've watched a lot of Anthony Padilla's personal channel. Like, I'm not a big fan of like sketch comedy or improv comedy, but I've been liking some of the stuff. So I'm currently watching their, was 2013 the best year of YouTube video? I'm halfway through it, but I'm going to be watching that. Oh, I also have, I don't know if I'm going to pull these in, but these are just individual, like little thin strips of washi that I use. I got a bunch of them from Wish. I'm still going through it. This is like a glittery, faux glitter thin thing. I thought the colors went good with it. I got this from MakseLife. And then this is from Claire's. Toys R Us because Toys R Us is still in Canada. Toys R Us Dartmouth Crossing had a little Claire's section that had washi tape last time I went, so I got a pack of it, and there's that. And then this is one of the first washi tapes I've ever got, so it's old and probably doesn't work, but I'm still going to use it. Again, I felt like the colors went with it. So I'm just going to pause this. It's 10-minute talking. I don't know how much editing I'll have to do. I'm going to jump into the fast forward. So I'll pull my markers and I'll see you in the fast forward. My markers, it was going for a light pastel-y theme with my markers. I've been using this dashboard for my monthlies for the last, since January. I find it really useful. I like the calendar. I like how there's a section for me to write notes for work, details for memories. I like my quote. I like picking my quote. I think I go over it in the end. But I like having a big space where I can write either big or little, especially where I'm still technically in training for work and there's so many aspects that I'm doing. I really like having this. This particular sticker kit I thought was really, really cute as well. But as you can see, I'm never sure exactly what my spacing is, so I always go back and check the previous month. This is something I've been doing for a while, and as you can kind of see, you saw my little collage. I've been doing a monthly collage. So then this is going to be my habit tracker, my mood tracker, and my food tracker. So I go through and I hand draw. I don't use, last month and this month, I haven't used a ruler. I just kind of went through with my pen, and it's not perfect, but it's good for what I need it to be. And I think that's kind of important. It doesn't have to be perfect straight lines. I have a hand trimmer, so my lines are never perfect, even when I use a ruler. So yeah, and then with my mood tracker, which is next, what I started doing is doing circles, one for each day of the month. So that way I can use my dot markers and I can do different colored dots. So I can track more than one mood. I have multiple mental health disorders, excuse me, and I find that using and utilizing different colors and tracking more than one mood in the day can really help me track my mental health. And then last month I did a food planner type thing, and I want to do a little bit more meal prepping, so I feel that's a good setting for that. This month, that one is for gratitude, and this page I really find I check in with every day. So I put in some gratitude, I put in things that I'm actively trying to do for self-care, I put in a little what I'm going to be doing next month, and then I had some space and an extra header labeled sleep tracker. So in the corner I just put something there for sleep. I don't know if I'll use it, but it's there. Next is my monthly budget. So if you saw my planner stack video, you'll know that I am really overhauling how I do my budget, being a little bit more budget conscious, and I mentioned having information in my bullet journal. So this is it. I have a section for what I'm getting for my paycheck. I have a section for what bills come out. I have a little section where I put what I'm paying on my credit cards or my debts. And then this is my little section to remind me of my goals. And then this is my daily log. And I can fit 2 columns in there of what I'm doing. I purposely try not to give myself too much space, because the more space I have to write in it, the more I'm going to want to fill it. And then I have a little section for my monthly budgeting goals. And that's kind of what you see me putting some last minute stickers on. And then we get to my weeklies. I have been using this style of weekly since February. I like to preset all my weeklies. And my goal for this is I wanted space so I could have a little mini task list every single day while having a really big, long weekly task list. So, and I find this really works out. It is essentially just a planner style in my bullet journal, but one thing I love is that I can customize it. I can add some pretty colors. And even though I use the exact same thing, if I ever get tired of this, I don't have to do it. But this exact thing I find really, really works for me. I love having the big space. I don't use it as much, but in the corner there, you'll notice on one side I have a little column that has the day, what week of the month it is, because I number the weeks. And then I have a little habit tracker section where I track if I use my Finch app every day, if I do my iPad apps. If you watch my planner stack, you know I utilize some of those. If I use my sticker planner, as well as if I do some tidying. And then on the other column section, you notice that it'll say goals. My goal, for lack of a better word, is to check in with my goals
They're utilizing my dot markers to like, I'll dot the yellow, which is like the personal goal section, and write what I think I did. Just like a quick sentence of how I think I did for my goals that week. I don't always do that, but I find that it works out. I find my first week always takes me forever to try to figure out how I want to space it out. But the second I figure that out, it's really quick, just a matter of popping it out. It's the same shit. I know exactly what I need, exactly what I want. This, like I said, like I've been saying for the last few minutes, this works for me. And then it's not going to show while I'm still talking, but then I get into using all of my leftover stickers to do a collage page. So what I do is I use all my leftover stickers from the kit that I used, but I also utilize anything else that I pull out if I don't think that I'm going to use it in a new spread. So for example, those like numbered things that have the 1 to 30 and you can do like a line a day, I know I'm not going to use those. So I have a calendar page that has 4 of those on it, but it has calendars and then a couple Sunday to Saturdays, like the dailies, like daily headers. And I know I'll use those, but I won't use those. So I utilized those to 1 to 30 strips in my collage. And I've been doing a monthly collage and I really feel like I really like doing it. I just like using up my stickers. So I find that it's an excuse to use up my stickers. And I think I'm going to be saving the stickers that I use for my weekly sticker kits and just doing that in my bullet journal to use up the extra pages that I don't use to plan the next bullet journal. So yeah, that is my May setup. I do a little bit of an overview at the end there too, so I hope you like it.
Okay, so I have to make this flip through really quick because my camera battery is dying. So I know I probably went over this in the voiceover, but obviously I haven't filmed that yet. So I'm just going to do a quick flip through. I have my quote. I pick a quote every month. This dashboard is one that I really like. I feel like it has enough space for me to write exactly what I need. A calendar overview. I haven't put the dates in yet, but I'm going to. I have a little note section for work, a note section for like memories or things that happened in the month that I want to remember. This monthly page is really going great for me. I have a couple trackers that I really want to keep track of. How often I use so this is how often I use my bullet journal. Trying to check in with using my weekly planner because I like doing it, but it's just something that I know that can wait, that I can back plan so it always falls to the wayside. If yes or no, if I'm thinking of my goals or not, whether I actually fill it out, if I'm thinking of them, if I do my laundry, because that's one of those executive functioning skills that I struggle with. Piper, stop. Working out, if I got my period, mood tracker. I probably mentioned it in my voiceover, but I've been doing this so I can use my dot markers because I can put a couple different colored dots, and I like being able to track more than one mood because at the end of the day we're complex humans, and I find if I'm just trying to focus on one mood for the day, then I will only pick a positive one. But I also really try to track anxious, sad, and mad, because those are feelings I do feel every day because of my generalized anxiety disorder as well as my diagnosed obsessive compulsive disorder. So trying to track symptoms of those so I can manage it properly. Mood really helps with that. A little meal planner section to talk about takeout. I write out what kind of takeout orders I'm doing, what kind of meals I'm prepping, what kind of snacks I'm prepping, just to help with my chronic illnesses. A section to write things that I'm grateful for the month, things that I'm doing actively for self-care, a to-do section for next month. There's a sleep tracker section, so I put a little notes here for sleep. Don't know if I'll actually use it or not. My May budget, again, I haven't really filled this out. I'm going to do a like monthly plan with me, talking over like different things that I do for the month. I've already kind of done my May monthly because I wasn't kind of planning on filming it, but I'm gonna check it over. But this is where I do my log, and then it's another space to write in like my income, debt payments, monthly goals, just another section for me to look at it. My weekly, I know I did a lot on weekly, but yeah. My weekly tasks, let's see if there's a page that I feel comfortable sharing. Yeah, this is what it ends up kind of looking like. So this is checks of what I did, all the cleaning tasks that I do in the run of a day, or a week, I should say. I know that there's a lot of people that don't write cleaning tasks out like this, but like I've mentioned before in multiple things, I'm someone who, because of my autism, because of my obsessive compulsive disorder, struggles with self-care, executive functioning skills within my home. If I have to do it for someone else, like at work, I'm perfectly fine with it, but managing it for myself is something that my brain just doesn't really click with. So breaking things down into really tiny steps takes a lot of space, but it really works out. And then I have a day-to-day checklist that I can write stuff in. I can look at it there. So if you notice, this starts on April 28th, because if a week starts halfway through a month, it goes to the month that it starts in for me. But then if you notice, when I go all the way to the end, this is, oh, I didn't write it in. Luckily I have the marker. This is the start of June. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, and then 1. That's because I do Sunday to Saturday, and Saturday is June 1st. So I don't see the point in putting an entire week of May in June. So that's why May has 5 weeks. And then if you notice, I do a monthly collage because there's so many stickers left, and I don't work in childcare anymore, so I can't justify taking them over. So what I'm doing is I'm doing a monthly, all the shit that I pulled that I don't think I'm going to save. So all of mine, I will definitely use save it pile is here. I'll put that in my thing. And then I have a monthly collage. I've been doing this every month and I like it so far. Then I have a section for my monthly reflection. And then what I think I'm gonna do for my extra pages that I'm not gonna use for June, is I will use my, I think what I'm gonna do is all the stickers that I have left over for my January to June for my weekly kits. I've thrown a lot of them out, but I've been struggling to throw a lot of them out because I use ultimate kits from the sticker planner, not the sticker planner, oh my gosh, Scribble Prints Co., which are like 8 to 9 pages, and I'm only using certain pages, but if I were to get the mini kit, the pages that I use aren't with it. So I have a lot of stickers left over now. Anyway, I'm saving them because I wasn't sure what I wanted to do, but I think I'm just going to do sticker collages because I really like doing this. This is fun. So yeah, that is my May monthly for my bullet journal. If you like this video, please give it a like, share, thumbs up, all that hubba blue, and I will see you later. Bye.